Hi, Chris here from This Time It's Different. I just wanted to preface something. In a moment, you're going to hear me preface something, and I just thought that I might give you a heads up that in a moment, you're going to hear me preface something. Because prefaces come before, so there'd be no way. You just launch right into this and you go, what is this? This is a preface, not the episode. So I just want to give you warning right now that I'm about to preface some things so that it's not the episode yet. Hi, Chris here from This Time It's Different. I just wanted to preface something. In a moment, you're going to hear me preface the show. And before you hear me do that, I just wanted to say that in that preface to the show, I come off a bit angry. And I'm not mad at you. I think I'm doubting myself. It's just the state of the world right now, I guess, that we're in. And there's a lot going on. So there's some emotions that came out. And I do want you to know that I'm not mad at you at all. And this is for your enjoyment, and we're doing this for you, and we can't wait for you to hear it. So please enjoy the preface to the episode. Hi, and welcome to the podcast This Time It's Different. My name is Chris, and I just wanted to preface something before you listen to this episode. This is the first episode that we recorded. It's being released second because we thought that the WTF episode was sort of a better step forward, a better first step to get everybody into what we're doing here at the podcast, which is a different thing, every single time. This is just a talk between two friends. That's it, okay? It's just, we didn't know what we were doing at the time. We were still calling it Potter and Chris, for Christ's sakes, okay? That was the title of this podcast, and it's not that anymore. It's called This Time It's Different, and it's good, okay? So just enjoy episode 2. Just enjoy it, okay? And just stop complaining. Got special guests in it, and celebrities, and funny stories, and just get off our back.
This time, it's different. With Peter and Chris. This time, it's different.
So I got this app. It's called the Impressions app. Get it on This podcast brought to you by the Impressions app. Put a celebrity's face on your face and have your friends. So I got the sponsorship. That was the quick ad for them.
Sponsor dollars.
That's great. It deep fakes. I record it myself, then I upload it into this app, and I've chosen Chris Hemsworth as the face that I want over top of mine. And it takes 5 minutes. I send it off, I guess, to overseas. I send my face, all my information, my credit card number.
Wait, hang on.
I load it all in. Okay, so I've got my social insurance. They just need a quick social insurance number. On. And then I don't know why, but my tax report from 2014 specifically.
Chris.
I sent it off. It's for the views. It's for
Chris.
the clicks.
It's not worth it.
Once I upload it to the app, I wait 5 minutes. Now this part's real.
It's not worth it.
But they are taking my info, absolutely. So I wait 5 minutes and then I'd go and do something else. I don't know, stare at a wall. Lately, that's what I do. I stare at a wall. It's not worth it. It isn't. And then they send me it back, and it's got Chris Hemsworth's face perfectly. It's perfect. It's seamless, and it's on my face. And then the worst part of it is I also did one with Ryan Reynolds, so that when I load that file up and I'm I get used to it as Ryan Reynolds, and I'm what a handsome celebrity. I'm editing it with Chris Hemsworth on my face, and then there's some footage that it just it only does 20 seconds and then it stops doing it. So then about 20 seconds in, it just it drops, and then it's my face, and I'm just oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Holy shit. That's horrible. I'm just there's nothing also putting my body in the thumbnail right beside Chris Hemsworth sent me into a spiral. Just a body shame spiral.
There's a I think you should try this too. Maybe we should try it live on the pod. Sure. There is I think it's maybe a TikTok feature or something where it'll take your face and then it'll go 3, 2, 1 and then mirror it. And so it shows you your because when you look at your face normal, I'm looking up here at my monitor and it's my face looks like my face.
Right.
But if I flip it, you'll instantly become hyper aware of the bits of your face that are not symmetrical. And so there's this video of like a girl who's like she's doing a selfie of her face, and it's like 3, 2, 1, and it flips it, and you can see that her eyes are actually like different shapes, and then she just starts bawling.
Oh God,
just ugly crying, just like no.
Well, that's not helping.
I'm not trying that at all. I'm not touching it because I know I will also. I'll be sad for days.
Wasn't that? I remember watching a documentary. I think John Cleese narrated it all. It was a BBC thing about the golden ratio. And it's like the people that we find most attractive are the most symmetrical. This is widely talked about, known knowledge. But like,
but we're gonna crack it today.
We're cracking it.
We're gonna get to the bottom of the science of it.
But they did Tom Cruise's face, and they like flipped Tom Cruise's face. And other than like that tooth that we all know about, where it's like
the tooth.
Other than that, everything's like
Gary.
everything's perfect. He's
Gary
just
the
like
tooth.
he's got
He's gorgeous.
That's
he's
nice.
like perfect.
We need it. We need him to have that. A guy like that.
In high school, somebody was like, it was like a teacher. She looked at me and she pointed out that my ears, or my I guess my ears too, but my eyes are like slightly lopsided. Like one eye.
A teacher pointed that out to you in high school?
Yeah. So, and it's like, and I'm still not over it because I'm bringing it up right now.
That's theater school shit. They pick your body apart in theater school, not.
I love that. I love that theater school too. There's that thing of that bullshit of like, we're gonna tear you down and build you back up. But then like most of the classes we did would just do the tear down part. And they'd be like, oh, you build you back up.
That's in you. Building you has been inside you the whole time.
And you're like, yeah, but I've just been recently destroyed by you.
You ripped me apart. And then
it cost $800.
You're graduated. But where's the build-up? Where's the build-up?
Where's the build-up part?
You do that yourself in the world.
Good luck. We forgot to tell you guys are all entrepreneurs. And you're all technically your own business.
We didn't
anyway,
tell
have fun with the taxes.
Anything about anything. Oh, yeah. The taxes thing. Man, can you ever get fucked? I can say it. You get fucked.
Okay, well, you don't want to say it twice. I think honestly, okay, maybe I'm ripping on my school a little bit. I very much enjoyed it. It's where I met you.
Yeah.
But also, if they had taught me how to do eggs, that would have been another
cooking eggs
as valuable
school.
Of a skill.
Yeah. And you could like apply it to some sort of like here's how you cook eggs on camera. I don't know, like here's cooking host class. I'm just spitballing some ideas here for a new school.
Okay, how to host a cooking school class.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying, is this new course.
Yeah, that's the new course.
Yeah, and that would still be a little more valuable than at least 2 of the classes that we took together.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one of the teachers, I can remember some specific about me, like teardowns of me, and I remember some specifics about you.
Oh, God.
I remember...
You remember specifics about me?
I'll start with me. So that it's not just like, oh, and in case you buried this, Peter, let's dig it up.
Well, but you're still going to do that.
We're going to dig it up.
Yeah, you're still going to do that, though. Okay. Why don't I remember any of this? Why don't I have any ammunition in this right now?
Okay. I remember
doing
a monologue, and the teacher, the acting teacher, stopped it and was like, "Stop, Chris, stop." It was very serious in front of the whole class of 14 people. Only 14 people got into the acting class. It's very prestigious.
Very.
You Vic. Oh boy. So she stopped the class and she said, "Chris, you need to make choices. You're being gray right now. You are gray. Unless you do something interesting, you will always be gray in life. You will." And she was tearing me down and calling me gray. She was just calling me gray over and over. And I didn't think that could be an insult until I had it directed at me like 4 or 5 times.
Until it really just got in there.
Oh my God, I'm gray. I don't want to be gray.
Okay.
Yeah, jokes on her. I graduated and she's still there. I moved on with my life.
I'm curious, unless it's going to
She's
hurt
got
my feelings.
tenure. She can't be fired. That must suck.
She owns her house. If I
have a green screen background to cover up the fact that I'm in a dank basement.
Yeah, but not unless I do this. And now you're on the beach.
I'm on a beach. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, my gray skin. Ow, I'm burning.
Okay, this might hurt my feelings.
Okay.
But I'm ready for it. What are the things that you have on me? What are the teardowns that
I remember
to me? Oh boy.
You doing a monologue in
no.
acting class.
Was it the king? Was it the
You were pretending to be a little rat. You were pretending to be a rat. Stuck in a cage.
Oh,
or a
yeah.
rat boy, a half boy,
Yes.
half rat.
Oh, who wrote that? Some Canadian author we all love.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Okay.
at all.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, Canadian wrote it? Oh, well, nobody
never
else
mind.
cares about that.
Oh, so it wasn't written?
Yes, it's is it published? Oh, it is? Where? Penguin Publishing? I don't know. We're ripping on Penguin.
In Canada? Okay, yeah. Okay, so rat monologue.
So you're being and you had
I
your
remember
head-
this one. I'm in
you
the
had
womb.
your head down.
I'm in the womb, and then I get born as a rat,
Yeah. It was
I think.
great monologue.
Hey, thanks.
You got into acting, the prestigious UVic acting school because of it. But I remember her stopping and wanting you to lift your head up because she kept saying that you had hooded eyes. You have hooded eyes.
Oh, no.
She's
And I know
English.
who you're talking about, and I know this.
You have hooded eyes. You're very shadowy eyes. They're hooded. You must lift them up. And I just remember that it affected you. Like, look at
It was rough.
You've buried that, and it's gone. You're not.
Oh, like I'm
because
like
you
holding
kept
them.
bringing it up for years,
Yeah.
and I remember you thinking. I just remember seeing it affect you.
You have hooded eyes. I remember that, and I remember that she tried to make it good. She I guess now you have another hint as to who this teacher was. Tried to make it good by being like, "Hey, you have hooded eyes." No, it's good. It's good. You can play bad characters. You can play evil people.
Yes, evil men.
You'll play. I think that was it. I think you know your type. There's two. Okay, if you're going to be an actor, you learn your type two ways. One in theater school, and then two when you get like an actual agent and they start sending you breakdowns. I'm going to tell you my story about the only commercial I've been booked in the last year. But
Okay.
What were you about to say?
It's a bit of a sidestep.
Do it.
I want to hear. It's a Wolverine Hugh Jackman thing. Okay, it's him as a There's a documentary that was going around where he's talking about playing Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I guess we've put a pin in your thing.
Well, I remember it. The
You've
shame
got
is
it?
alive. The shame is alive.
Okay.
I'll come back to it.
Okay, so
Hugh Jackman.
he admits when he took the role of Wolverine in this little documentary, he's like, I had no idea who Wolverine was. No idea who Wolverine was at all. No idea. I didn't even know that a Wolverine was an actual thing. And I started researching Wolverine. I looked up wolves. I started looking up wolves. And I noticed that wolves always look at you like they're always looking at their eyebrows all the time. This is awful Australian.
It's not bad. It's not
They're
bad.
always looking up at you like that. And so I took that as like one of my character traits is whenever I'm playing Wolverine, I look up and I always make sure that I can see my own eyebrows. And he said so he based Wolverine off of a wolf. And he didn't know that a Wolverine was an actual animal either. It's like a strike two for fans. I don't know why
that's
he
true.
hasn't seen this. He didn't know who Wolverine was to begin with. And then he's like, what's Wolverine, the character? And then he's like, what are Wolverines as animals?
When you were telling me that story, I actually glossed over that part. I was like, oh, he based on wolves. Okay, it's a cartoon character, but that's a good point. Wolverines are also things.
Yes. He didn't know what a Wolverine was.
He should have
an
based it
actual
on a
animal.
Wolverine.
And that's what he says. The director was like, "What are you doing?" Because he kept talking about wolves all the time. And he's like, "Why are you?" And he's like, "I don't know. It's a character trait. It's like you know, it's one of the things that he's based on." And they're like,
Director's like, it's not, right?
the Wolverine, and he's like, "Oh, well, those aren't an actual thing. That's not an actual thing." I don't know. I'll link to this in whatever we post this. It's like within the first minute, Wolverines aren't an actual thing, and then
Oh
the
my
director's
God.
like, "They're actually a for sure thing.
100%
Go to
they
a
are."
zoo." Yeah. So
Oh, that's so funny. So
Wolverine was a lot.
He thought Wolverine was like the character's name. Like, I know that it is.
He
but
knew
you know what I
nothing.
mean? It's like,
he just knew nothing. And he's like, yeah, I kept, and he did. Every movie he is doing that. He's like, he's doing that all the time. You see those? Oh my God! You know who I actually look like here? And I don't want to. I don't want to say it.
I think I know what you're gonna say, but I want to say it. Oh, what are you gonna say?
Chris D'Elia, right?
I was. Oh,
Isn't that
yeah.
bad?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that a bit bad? I'll never
Yeah.
do that face.
I was gonna give you.
Hi.
I was gonna say Charlie Day a little bit.
Oh, that's better. He's
of
not
the
Charlie
beard.
Day, as far as we know, doesn't groom young girls.
Yes, exactly. Except for if he has children and he's literally getting them ready for like a wedding or something. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of groom, like they're doing their hair.
Right. Or like,
Look, I tried to save it. It fell
Charlie
apart.
Day clips dogs, clips poodles.
Yeah,
He does
grooms-
that. We all know
he grooms little
he's a
poodles.
groomer. He's very good at it.
He grooms them. He does groom.
He does groom. Not
Okay.
in that way. In the dog way.
The story I wanted to share was
Yes.
about how I found my type. Because you don't really, I don't know if you would go into the acting thing, if you'll ever really like go in knowing your type already. Like, oh, I know what I am. I'm this.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking in terms of like people you're attracted to. Like you're talking, not your type.
Speaking of young girls.
She's not my type. He's not my type.
No. My type that I'll be cast as.
Right.
Okay. So it's like you get an agent and then they don't really tell you either. They're not like, this is what you're going to go out for, except for our agent that we both got together when we first moved to Vancouver, who was like, you're going to be going out for cops. You're going to be going out for military stuff. Not true.
Side note, she quit
Yeah.
the business
Was
after getting us
very
both
bad.
maybe one audition.
Was very bad at picking who we were going to go out as.
Yeah.
My new agent, very good. I'm just very bad, so I don't get cast very often. But the last one I got cast in, I got cast in because I wasn't paying attention to the breakdown. So I look at the breakdown, and it's like, you're going in for SWAT Officer Steve. And I was like, oh my God. I guess I shaved my head? Like, because I'm going bald, so I shaved my head. I had been working out a little, so I was a little bit bigger. I had a shaved head. I was like, oh, I guess I'm like going out for SWAT guys now.
Yeah.
So I go to the audition, and the three other people that go in with me, it's like a lineup, right? There's like 4 SWAT people. We go in, and the people I'm standing next to are yoked. Like just ripped.
I don't know if I remember, or I've heard yoked before.
You've heard yoked. That's not a new thing.
People all just say ripped all the time.
Yoked.
It's a funny word choice.
I wanted to move because I wanted to push the listener, probably just you, past jacked. Do you know what I mean? When you think of jacked, you're like, yeah, they're jacked. But if somebody says something weird, you're like, oh, I have to imagine it now.
Yoked.
They
So
were
I'm picturing,
straight yoked.
Ox.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
with a yoke
Yeah. They
for
looked,
pulling
yeah.
stuff.
They looked like
is that what a yoke
workhorses.
is?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think a yoke goes over an oxen or a workhorse for
Right.
pulling, and that's what it looked like. They looked like they were just built. What's the expression? Like a brick shit house.
A brick shithouse built like 2 sacks of bricks on each other with muscles.
Which also does that mean that brick shit houses are built really well? Like, are they the strongest building?
They have to be, because a shit
brick
house.
shit house.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be because people go into those things and they
Yeah.
let loose, right? Some people, the shit houses that people.
Maybe it's in reference to other shit houses, so it's like a really strong outhouse.
Yeah, they started making them out
Yeah.
of brick after one guy went in there and just let it
This
out.
feels-
People come in there and they just rocked the walls of the shit house. That they were like, well, we got to make this out of something different.
We should make it quite strong.
Now, do I regret that we took a break and I fixed the camera and then I brought the subject back up? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could have edited out the break quite nicely, so you don't even need to announce that there was a break. But you have now announced again that there was a break.
So I re-brought up the topic, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna. That's
For
what
those
we
of you
do here
wondering-
on Potter and Chris. It's
For-
unedited.
For those of you wondering, the cameras died, and we reset
Yeah.
them, and it's all good, and we're having a good time. But now I want to finish my story. Okay?
Okay.
These 3 other guys are built like brick shit houses.
Yeah, they're yoked.
Yoked. One might say that they were yoked.
Yoked.
I'm standing next to them, and they're like taller as well somehow. Like they have muscles on the bottom of their feet that also they're standing on.
Yeah, you can get those. Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at them and I'm like, man, next to you guys, I look like the small one. All right, break a leg in there. And then I booked the part, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then I look
you
at
booked it?
I booked it, and it's a cat commercial, and I'm supposed to go in as a SWAT. Let me explain. I go in as a SWAT officer with the rest of the SWAT team, but I get distracted by a cat, and I'm playing with the cat. And then they're like, "Is the first floor clear?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's all clear down here," or whatever. And I'm in it for like 10 seconds.
Okay.
So I look at the breakdown finally, and it was like SWAT Officer Steve. I was like, yeah, that's me, of course. Awesome. I look dope. The breakdown was soft, not as strong, all caps, not as strong as the other ones, doughy.
Doughy. No.
And there it is. And I was like, oh, I got it because I was oblivious. I got it because I went in there thinking I was one of the guys.
Right. You
And they were
didn't
like,
read
that
it. You
reads
didn't do your
well.
homework. Yeah, that's great.
Like, it's perfect. It's like he doesn't even know that he's like scrawny and softer than the other ones. It's like he doesn't know.
And if there's one takeaway from this, never
Yeah.
practice a commercial audition because it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Nothing matters.
That's true. That was one of the only ones I didn't prepare for. I
If
just
you
went into it.
learn your lines before going into a commercial audition, you're doing too much work.
You're an
It doesn't
idiot.
matter. They'll be like, this guy's got hooded eyes. He's out. No,
I don't know if I should say, yeah,
this
hooded
guy's
eyes.
great.
He can only play the creeps. I don't know if I should say, I don't want to say the person's name, but he gave me a very good piece of advice. But you have to find the attitude that works for you. So some people go in. So he goes in with an attitude like, what is this? What are we doing here? Huh? Oh, is this the audition? Okay, cool.
Can I guess who you're?
Okay, yeah.
It's a Vancouver comedian.
It's a Vancouver comedian.
He's a member of the Sunday service.
Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This
And
is
his
already
name is Ryan Beale.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's somebody else.
Oh, it's Taz.
Okay, yeah, it's that. It's a good piece of advice, though. He goes in with sort of a chip on his shoulder, and it works really well. And then the agents and the casting people are like, "Oh, he's funny," because he's
Right.
like, kind of doesn't want to be there. Vibe it reads really well. I can't do that, but what he was saying is like, find the version of that works for you.
Right. And
What is
yours
your
was,
attitude?
don't read the breakdown. Pretend you're a SWAT guy. Get booked.
And it happened, and it worked once. So far, it's worked once. One out of 65 ain't bad.
I booked this thing. This is a sadder story.
Oh
And I
no.
don't want this podcast just to be like stories of set,
Ugh.
but it's
Yeah.
kind of one of not, because we don't want it to be that. But this is on topic, and this
Yeah.
has been the topic, so
Yeah.
it's free flowing.
Yeah, it's free fun. Hashtag set life.
Set life. So I booked Heroes Reborn, an NBC show, big one. I was stoked. It was a big show.
That's
right.
badass.
And it's the scene, and it was like the type was Michael Cera type, and I was like, okay, all right,
kinda,
sure,
kinda.
Yeah, fine. So I kind of got my affableness up. I upped it. I upped the awkwardness. It isn't that hard for me sometimes. And then all I had to do in the scene, in the audition, was like, a superhero comes in, they're having a superhero fight in this Las Vegas casino hallway. All I had to do was grab a vase, look around like, I could even I'll do it. I'll do the audition right now.
Yeah, do the audition.
It's like,
Do you need me to do anything, like slate for you or anything? Or like...
just make like superhero sounds.
Okay.
Like and zaps and stuff. Maybe you could put them in post.
Ready? I mean, I'll just do it with my mouth even.
Yeah.
I'll put some in post. I'm gonna do some with my mouth. I'm gonna do some in post.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a bit of both. Okay.
Smash bottles, vase smash. I vase smashed you.
Okay.
A superhero, a normal Michael Cera type, just took out a superhero. Boom.
Okay.
Looks around. Okay. That's the scene. Awesome. That was it.
Great work.
I did the audition, as you can see in the video. Check it out on YouTube. we live stream it. Sort of.
I'll add it in. I'm gonna add it in on the bottom.
Okay. And then so I booked it. I go in, I shoot the day, and I can tell that I am not giving the director what he wants.
Oh no.
I'm walking in, I'm looking around. I'm grabbing this vase. I'm hitting this person over the head with a foam vase. But I'm still hitting him too hard. Like I'm not a stunt guy.
He wants you to be wimpy about it or something?
Well, this stunt guy was he wanted me to sell the punch, the vase hit, but so he was like, you have to make contact and then pull back, right? Like it's a stunt thing, like slight contact. Okay. So I was like, okay, and so I'm already in my head because this stunt guy is telling me how to like sell a hit on camera with a vase. And I just am clocking this guy over and over with this foam vase, which is still dense.
Yeah.
And the director was like, Peter, are you okay? His name was Peter. He's like, Peter, are you okay? Are you okay? You're okay? And he's like, oh yeah.
To the actor you're hitting. Does the actor?
To the actor I'm hitting, he's checking in, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm so sorry, I'll do it better. I'm apologizing over and over, but I keep having to do it over and over because I'm not getting it.
Oh no.
And I just keep hitting him, and then all of a sudden, like, again, and I had waited like 9 hours. I was called in at like 11 a.m. and we shot this at, you do the math, that time of night.
I think 8 p.m.
8 p.m. It was the sun was set. So I'd been waiting all day to fuck up basically, and I was hitting him, and then I think the director gave up because he was all of a sudden I hit him, and then he was like, yes, now that's art. There it is. And I went off, and I was like, oh, I guess I
finally
nailed
did
it. Now I know that he was being incredibly sarcastic because I go to find that scene for my demo reel. I was like, that'll look good. I'm hitting a superhero. It'll look cool. And so I'm like, oh, here it is. Here's the scene. This is the episode. Oh, there's the girl I was with. She comes out, and then the guy that was supposed to meet me coming out, it's a different guy, just a big yoked dude.
Oh no!
like a Liev Schreiber, if I'm saying that right. He looked like Sabretooth. Like he was this like big, not. They were like, we were
fair.
wrong.
That's a
Michael
totally
Cera
different
type
thing.
is not what we wanted. This is brutal.
And they realized that on the day of shooting.
Yeah. You could tell, and they recast it, and everybody came in. They did a whole another day of shooting with the exact same cast, except for me. I made everybody more money.
Oh my God, except for you.
It's the most. I live with that. I'll never forget it.
That is painful.
It's the
Can
most.
Can I add to that pain?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about how, of course, they made money, but that means that everybody there that you met and hung out and talked to knows that you're the only difference. Like, everybody gets to the set that day, and they're like, oh, we're reshooting that vase scene.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, where's that guy? Oh, I see why
He
we're
sucked.
all here.
He did suck. Yeah. And then that
What if you run into
actor-
that lady again? That your co-star or whatever?
I haven't run into her again.
Oh,
I haven't
my
seen
God.
her. It was like a different type of show to book. I don't like it was an NBC kind of like I don't know who these people are, but they're like particularly beautiful people. Everybody.
I think that's it. That would be
I was
it
kind
for
of just like I was a bit of a sore thumb on the whole episode. I can see it. I could see it. Everybody's
Nah.
hot.
Chris, you're beautiful.
Well, thanks,
You're
Peter.
beautiful.
That's very nice. But
I'm the Ringo. My own partner, my own comedy partner, gave me Ringo in
You gave yourself.
Yoko.
No, I gave you
I gave
Ringo.
myself Yoko. You promoted me just to Ringo. You're definitely the Paul. You're definitely a very handsome guy. I think you were not out of place at all. I think they screwed up.
No one thought Paul
That's
was
on them.
handsome. Paul's not handsome.
Oh, is he
George
not
is handsome.
George Harrison.
George is the handsome one.
Isn't Paul handsome?
Paul's cute.
He's cute.
Paul was always cute.
But okay, hang on. All those extra words aside,
George hot.
attractive.
Paul, attractive. Sure.
So Paul is very
yes,
attractive.
they're all attractive.
Well-
John Lennon's attractive. He's not good looking, but he's attractive. You're attracted
Okay,
to him.
a modern day version of that. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I
Attractive.
would
He's
argue
not
that
hot.
Benedict Cumberbatch is hot. He's got a
You're
thing
arguing that he's hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
he's got something that you can't not look away, like in a good way.
Yeah, like
You're
a
like,
really,
there's something
really nice
interesting going on here.
Like two really nice cars that just got in a gnarly accident.
Yeah, you can't look away.
Like, God, those are really nice to look at.
I watched the theater of National Theater was giving away their a lot of their shows online for free during the quarantine, and they were doing Frankenstein, which was Benedict Cumberbatch, and oh man, sucks for this guy. Another actor who is also quite famous, but they would switch roles every night, and they play
cool.
Frankenstein.
That's that. Yeah, okay.
So like the other guy was playing Doctor Frankenstein, and then
Right.
they would take turns playing the monster. The monster,
Frankenstein's monster.
the Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
They would take
Frankenstein's not the
turns,
monster,
but
it's a-
man, yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch as Frankenstein's monster. His physicality is, it looks like a a zombie video game. I don't know. It's just like
Wait,
I
in a
don't-
good way or a
you
bad
know,
way?
it's good. It looks so good. His spine comes out of his own body. It's like he's freaking mangled. You can, like, he's like, you know, and he does
gotta
it for the whole show, and it's
We have to
just like,
post a link to that. We have to link that.
I wonder if it's still up there.
I want to watch that.
It was great. Yeah, we can. I bet you we can find the Benedict Cumberbatch emerging from the fake womb that's on stage and like being born and learning to walk, which takes like a literal 15 minutes, and you're just watching Benedict Cumberbatch flop around like a fish on the floor and then learn that he has a hand, and then like it all like cracks into place, and then everything like for 15 minutes like parts of his body just start cracking into place.
Whoa.
I mean, it's nuts physicality. It made
Meanwhile-
me jealous. Like,
Meanwhile, the other actor is doing like a Nicolas Cage version on his night. He's like, "Oh, my hand! Is this what a hand is?"
what are my hands doing? Ouch! I'm born anew.
People are just watching that, going like, and then just glancing down at their ticket to see
Ow!
the price.
The light. It hurts my gray skin.
That would be your version as well, a little bit.
Owie! Ouch!
Gray.
That's fun. That's fun. And Nicolas Cage is an impression that I haven't tried that one. That's fun.
First of all, that's good. And now I guess we're going to see some Nicolas Cage sketches from you. And let me ask you this. I've seen some articles. There's the ever ongoing debate of Nicolas Cage, good actor or bad actor.
I think he's a great actor.
You think he's a great actor?
He's a terrific actor.
I agree. He's an amazing actor.
There's no one as theatrical yet believable.
Yeah.
Like, he's over the top,
Yeah.
but he is still grounded. And like film acting versus theater acting, I find it difficult. Like, I'm too big. I'm too big all the time.
This is what I was going to say.
My head moves everywhere.
Yes.
When I'm too big, it's noticeable. When he's acting harder than I ever do, he's still like, a great film actor.
Can we? Can you see if you can get him up on the phone or something? Because I want to ask him about that. I always get that I am too big, and that I am too goofy.
You want me to get Nicolas Cage on the phone?
Here's the thing. We are Peter and Chris. We have some clout in the world of entertainers.
Yeah.
I think if you just called his agent, you could probably get him.
Okay. Sure. I can.
Do you give it a try?
Yeah. Okay. I have his agent's number.
Yeah, of course you do. You're a big time Toronto actor. I know you.
It's ringing. It's ringing.
Oh, sorry,
Peter,
sorry.
it's ringing.
Sorry.
Okay. Hey, is Nicholas there? He is. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold.
Is Nicholas there?
He's he was just hanging out at his agency, I guess.
Wow.
He's
that's
doing a
sweet.
self-tape and they have one sec.
How did you know he goes by Nicholas?
Oh, I'm still on hold.
Okay, sorry. How do you know he goes by Nicholas? Like it's not Nick Cage?
That's a good point.
It's
That's
not
a good
Nick.
point. They
Are
knew
people
what I
more
was talking.
casual?
They knew what I was asking.
Of course
Let me-
they say. Yeah, he was just his first.
Oh, hey. Okay. Okay, he'll be right there. Just before I get him, what does he like to go by? Is it Nicholas or Nick? Oh, Nick. Nick. Is that Nick or Nic? Nic.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, so it's like Nick. Nick? Am I getting that right? Nick? It's Nick. Am I okay? I'm hitting the CK too.
Can we talk to him? Chris, can you ask if we can?
She
Okay.
won't let me talk to him until I get the
Okay, that's fair.
The pronunciation right.
He's a big actor. He's
Okay,
he's
Let me try again. Nick. I'm still hitting it too hard. The CK. You can hear a K.
pull back on the K.
I'm trying.
It's not that hard.
Nick.
Pull back on the K.
Can I speak to Nick?
No, you're saying the
I just
K
nailed it.
still.
No, she said I nailed it.
You did?
Yeah, she said I nailed it.
I think I heard a K.
Okay, here we go.
Nick, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey.
Who is this?
Nicolas Cage. This is Peter. I'm part of a comedy award-winning group.
Say no more. I know who you are already.
Peter and Chris, right?
Yes.
Peter from Peter and Chris.
Yes, you're great. Did you have a question for me, Peter?
Yeah. Nicolas Cage. I'm wondering. When I go to auditions, I'm always told that I'm being too big. But we've seen a lot of your movies, if not
Right.
all of your movies, and
Yes.
and one could say that you are very big in them. You're very over
Right.
the top.
Yes. I'm
but
very
it's
big in my movies.
Yeah, but it's very believable. People really like it.
Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Peter. That's
Yeah.
very nice.
That's great. But
of
what I'm
you
wondering,
to say.
what I'm wondering is like, how do you get past the audition process into the room? How do you get a director to see what you do? I mean, obviously you're big now, but early days, how did you get through the room being as big as you are?
Thank you for asking, Peter.
You're
Well,
welcome.
What I would do is I would march into the room with the script in my hand. And then I would say, this is a great script. And then I would crumple it up into a ball and throw it on the ground. And I would say, I will not be using this day. And then I would improvise new lines. And they loved what I did. And that's basically what my movies are. A camera, hidden cameras, that they build secret actors in around me, acting normally. And they build a movie in post-production around my erratic behavior.
Okay, so Nick, if I may.
Yes,
okay.
Wait, say it again.
Nick.
No,
Yeah, I'm not hitting the K.
you're hitting the K
I'm not
too
hitting the
much.
K. I'm not
Then
hitting the
say
K.
it again.
I'm not hitting the K.
Say it again right now.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again, sir. Nick.
This conversation
No.
is over. You
didn't-
are being inappropriate to me. Get out. This is.
I think
Nicholas?
I offended him.
Wow.
Why did you sit there? You sat there silently the whole time, just nodding and politely listening.
Yeah.
You didn't help me at all with the Nick thing. You were nailing how to say his name. You didn't help me.
Yeah, you don't hit this K, Nick.
I know not to hit the K. I didn't hit the K.
Nick, it's Nick.
That's the K to me. I'm hearing K.
Okay, well, it's just okay. Well, I mean, okay. Well, now I can never phone Nicolas Cage again.
I am sorry I ruined that. I
It's
don't think
okay,
I got
but-
an answer from him. He kind of just described everybody making a movie around him.
Yeah, and that's what I've always thought. Like, I wanted to pipe in and say something, but I kept going like, I had questions, but I was kind of like, no, I already know the answer. They build a movie around him. Nobody knows what's up. And
That doesn't explain how he makes it believable.
Yeah. He's not being good. Everyone around him is just better.
Being good. Oh.
Yeah.
So everyone around him believes.
Well, that's cool. And you know what? That is, we did have one, because I feel like this is a nice, we had Nicolas Cage on the pod,
Huge
which is
get.
a huge
get.
But we did have one guy, and like I said no to him initially. I was like,
No.
I don't think so. He
Wait,
wanted
you have
to,
another guest?
This is a surprise to you. We had another guest, and he wanted to plug his new cooking show. I guess
Our podcast is blowing up.
Yeah, the episode 1 is blown up. So he wanted to plug his new cooking show, which I guess is going to debut, or it's already debuted. But it's going to come out, and I've actually got him on hold right here, and we've got
Who's the cooking? What's the cooking show? What's the show?
It's a Bill Burr, and I guess the cooking show is called Bill Burr's Cooking Show.
I love that guy.
He's very funny, and he's here, and I just thought I'd let him promote the show. So let me
Toss Bill Burr on the phone.
Bill, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. Hey, Bill. Yeah, thanks
Hey.
for
How you doing there, Chris?
Pretty good. Thanks a lot. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, traffic out here is fucking brutal, but, you know, I'm just making a go of it.
Oh, and you're taking the call in traffic right now.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the I-95.
That's a highway. Yeah. You said it with sort of like you didn't know if that was correct or not.
No, it's fucking brutal here. The smog is terrible, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah. No, you're in
The
LA?
smog-
Is
the
it in
smog
LA?
It's like a stack of Philadelphia citizens just fighting into the air. It's fucking brutal.
You have it out for Philadelphia citizens?
Yeah, I
Not
hate that place.
Okay. Okay. Well, did you want to like promote your show? Thank you for coming on to promote your show.
No problem.
Or you should probably say thank you to us. I think.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess I should say thank you to you guys.
Okay. So anytime you want to do that.
Yeah. So the cooking show. It's called Cooking with Bill Burr. All right.
Okay.
I gotta make the first episode. I gotta make some pasta. I don't like going to restaurants anymore.
Yeah. I love pasta. It's
You let
awesome.
me know if I'm being too loud, okay?
It sounds good on our end.
All
What
right.
kind of pasta do you make, and how do you make it different? Like, what's different about your cooking show as opposed to other cooking
All right,
shows?
you listen to me, Chris. Okay, I want you to listen good.
It's hard
okay?
not to
All
be
right?
honest.
I
Okay.
just take the eggs. You don't do anything special, okay? You just take the eggs, you take the flour, and you make pasta. It's not that fucking hard.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I know nothing about cooking. Like I'm in
Yeah,
quarantine.
I can tell.
Okay.
I can tell from this phone call. I'm just all right. I'm just busting your balls.
Okay. Thanks for. In quarantine, I have been cooking a little bit more. I don't know if that's something that you've been doing. Has cooking always been a hobby of yours, or?
Yeah, listen, Chris. So the cooking show it premieres today. It's coming out today on a couple of different networks. You know, it's been a real blast. It's been a real hoot getting to talk to you. You know, I think we really hit it off.
Okay.
And you know, it's just traffic is fucking brutal.
Right. Yeah. It's brutal. And again, thanks for stopping by just to promote your thing. Means a lot to just talk
All right,
to you.
listen to me, Chris. You
Yeah,
listen to me right
I
now. Okay?
definitely am.
I'm coming on your podcast, okay, as a favor. All right?
Okay.
I don't have to do this. I got
No.
F is for Family on Netflix. You can watch that. I got I got this cooking show. You can watch that.
Do you have anything else you want to plug? Any other
Yeah, I got
movies?
all kinds of stuff, but I'm not here to plug. Okay. I'm
Well,
doing
no,
this
list
as a
your
favor, Chris, for you.
list your movies.
right?
You're here. You
I don't
might as
need
well
none of your
list all of them.
bullshit. You want me to list all my movies?
Yeah, list
Oh,
it.
is that fun for
three.
you?
Yeah, list three more.
Is that the kind of content on this podcast? You just get really famous stars that you're connected to, and we have to do it because our agents tell us it's important. So we call in to do your fucking show, and then you tell me, oh, what's good? What's a good interview? I know I'm gonna get them to list all my movies. Okay,
You're right.
King of Staten Island.
Yeah, it was long. That
And
had
then
nothing
some
to do
other
with you.
ones. Oh, you didn't like it?
I did like it. It just, Judd Apatow movies end up going on a bit too long, I find. Did you find it was too long?
Yeah, you know what else is going on a bit long?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
this
enough.
interview with you.
Okay, yeah, that's
All right.
fair. Well, maybe we'll have you back on, Bill, if you do us the good gracious of coming back on anytime you want.
This fucking bullshit, but you got my number.
I got your number. Okay, well, we'll talk to you again soon, Bill. Thank you again for joining, and we'll talk. He's gone. Wow.
That was one of the better Bill Burr interviews I've heard.
That went well. It was
I
definitely.
thought you did a good job.
It's tough interviewing him because it's so aggressive. It's
Yeah.
It's definitely one-sided. I found it like it was. We'll leave all those fucks in. Why not?
I was too
right?
intimidated to talk, so I didn't.
He's an intimidating guy, and it's
was
also
intimidated.
kind of one of those polarizing comedians too,
bit
a little bit, where
polarizing.
people are like, can you like his? Ooh, I'm laughing, but should I be? You know?
yeah.
Or
He's
like,
definitely like
I
a should
don't
I laugh.
find this funny.
Yeah.
It's one
He's a should I laugh. He's like
should I laugh? No is the answer
No is
for a
the
lot of
answer.
people.
Nice to hear from him though.
It's great to hear.
Yeah.
As the last time when it cut out at 29 seconds, so I've got about a minute left. Should we just wrap this?
Oh,
this
the
one
recording.
Up?
I think we should wrap it up. I think we had a
this
blast.
felt good. That was I had actually a fun time.
Hey,
that was
everybody
fun.
watching this, let us know in the comments below. Really nicely, we're very, very sensitive people.
Yeah.
What topics you want covered in the next one? We're gonna try to do these fairly often, and just
Tell
like,
us any other celebrities that you might want to also like us to talk to.
let's get some more celebrities on the show.
I got a Rolodex full of stuff, and
That's a cell phone, but yeah, he does have. He's got a list. What he's saying
Got a
is he has a
list.
list in a Word file.
Yeah.
Of other celebrities we can talk to. So, like, let us know in the comments below what you think.
Yeah, 'cause we're
and if
figuring
you like
this
the
out
name
too.
Potter and Chris.
Yeah, or if you have a better name. And you know what? If you do have a better name and you want to dish it up, we will take it for sure.
Well,
and
it'll
if
be
if we could have it, we'd love
It'll
it.
be a different name every time. Every episode will be just a different episode.
And that's what they
different show.
say about the internet and branding and marketing is just constantly change it, no matter
reinvent everything every
what.
time.
Quick plug to one of our ads before we go.
Go for it.
CBC Gem. It's a great app. You can watch TV if you want to watch as much ads as a TV. Watch that. CBC Gem.
We're gonna get in trouble for this podcast.
Okay, 3 seconds left. Okay, bye.
This time, it's different. With Peter and Chris. This time, it's different.
Oops, drop the podcast.
What if people liked and also subscribed?
I think we're just down here to kill time.